Just about any kid that grows up in Connecticut ends up coming to the Peabody at some point. My parents brought me here as a young kid, and I was just completely blown away by the dinosaur halls and the rest of the exhibits. I came back to this museum more times than I could possibly count. Any birthday or any opportunity I could get to convince my parents to bring me here, I would go for it. We have 140,000 visitors that come through our doors every year. We do value-added programs for 30,000 school kids a year. The Peabody Museum has a particular historical legacy in that regard. When this building opened in 1925, it was one of the first natural history museums to have what was then called a school services department. That program has thrived over the years, and in addition to having direct contact with students, we also run teacher institutes, which help teachers kind of spread understanding of natural history and sync that up with curricular requirements for the state of Connecticut and elsewhere. The museum hosts the largest Martin Luther King Day celebration in the city of New Haven. It's a tradition that stretches back many years, and it's a wonderful one. We get 6,000 people showing up here for MLK Day. We also host in October a Fiesta Latina. It's free admission, and we get enormous communities coming in. A natural history museum is really a much more complex place than probably most people imagine. Most visitors to the museum only see the exhibit halls. Those exhibit halls are designed to meet our public audience, perhaps first and foremost. There's an entire other aspect to the museum on the collection side, which is catering to researchers, students who are in classes or doing their own research projects. And in fact, well over 99% of the material that we steward is not on public display. Something that I'm interested in doing is making those collections more accessible to all audiences. We are going to be piloting some behind-the-scenes tours that will, in essence, kind of blur the distinction between the collection side of the museum and the exhibit side. I'm very excited about this because I think for all of our audiences, whether it's the public or students or researchers, I think that people can benefit from seeing the different parts of a museum in a more seamless way. We very much want to renovate the fossil halls, which are the heart and soul of this place. This museum is so closely tied to huge discoveries about what life on the planet looked like millions of years ago, and that helps us understand what it looks like today. Walking into the fossil hall today, you can get a sense of that history, but what we want to make more legible is how that's progressed in the last 50 to 100 years.